Album of the week.
The album of the week.
My album of the week.
Album of the week.
Album of the week.
The album of the week.
Album of the week.
The Leescast.
Album of the week.
Album of the week.
It's album of the week time. Our album of the week last week was Matchbox 20's Yourself or Someone Like You, their debut album released October 1st, 1996. Did you have a chance to listen back to it? Did you? What'd you think? Let me know. And in the meantime, let's check out one of the tracks from that, one of the big ones. Here's 3 a.m. by Matchbox 20 off our album of the week last week, our 41st album of the week.
She said it's cold outside and she hands me my raincoat. She's always worried about things like that. Well, she said it's all gonna end and it might as well be my fault. And she only sleeps when it's raining. And she screams, and her voice is strange. She says, baby, it's 3 a.m., I must be lonely. She says, baby, well, I can't help but be scared of it all sometimes. And the rain's gonna wash away, I believe it. She's got a little bit of something, God, it's better than nothing. And in a color portrait, well, she believes that she's got it all. She swears the moon don't hang quite as high as it used to. And she only sleeps when it's raining. And she screams, and her voice is strange. And she says, baby, when it's 3 a.m. I must be lonely. Well, she says, baby, yeah. Well, I can't help but be scared of it all sometimes. And the rain's gonna wash away, I believe this. She believes that life isn't made up of all that she used to. And the clock on the wall has been stuck at 3 for days and days. She thinks that happiness is a map that sits on her doorway. But outside, it stopped raining. Well, it's 3 a.m., I must be lonely. Yeah, when she says, baby, yeah. Well, I can't help but be scared of it all sometimes. And the rain's gonna wash away, I believe this. When it's 3 a.m., I must be lonely. Well, yeah, when she says, baby, well, I can't help but be scared of it all.
3 a.m. by Matchbox 20 from their debut album, Yourself or Someone Like You, released in 1996, 20 years ago. That album is 20 years old. Oh my god, so crazy. So crazy. I hope you had a chance to check out the album this week. If you didn't, well, now it forever lives in our Album of the Week Spotify playlist. It's a short link to that playlist is nichecast.com/AOTW 2016. AOTW stands for Album of the Week. So it's just nichecast.com/AOTW 2016. Each week, I pick a different album, either from 10 years ago or 20 years ago. We started doing this last year. So in 2015, we celebrated albums from 2005 and 1995. This year, we've been celebrating albums from 2006 and 1996. And next year, we're going to continue that with albums from 2007 and 1997. So that means that next year, we are going to have just a lot of alternative rock, man. 97 was so great for alt rock, man. Yeah, so that's our album of the week from last week. And so now this week, let's go to another album that was released in October, but not in 1996, 10 years later, in 2006. Yeah, baby. On Halloween 2006, we got the first release by the Deftones. Or, well, not their first. What I mean is their fifth release overall. And their final release featuring the late bass player Chi Cheng. You know, he had an awful car accident in 2008 and was, like, in a coma for years. Was he in a coma? I can't remember exactly what the details were, but it was just fucking awful. And then he passed away in 2013. Just terrible. Saturday Night Wrist, though, was our last chance to hear Chi Cheng play the shit out of the bass, and fuck yeah, he did. Awesome album. That's our album of the week this week. So make sure to grab a listen to it at some point before our show next week, and make sure to share your thoughts with me on the album. You know, maybe you haven't listened to it in a while. Maybe you still listen to it all the time. Maybe you've never heard it. Maybe you don't even like the Deftones. You know, that's the magic of the album of the week. Each week, we get to check out music that is, you know, a few years removed. So we can approach it with a different opinion, with different experience. And I fucking love it. Yes, this week, make sure to check out Saturday Night Wrist by the Deftones. In the meantime, I am going to spin a song from that album. I believe it's the first song. It is. It's the opening song, Hole in the Earth.
Explain to
Deftones with Hole in the Earth off 2006's fifth album by the Deftones, Saturday Night Wrist. And you can grab a listen to that album anytime now. It forever lives in our Spotify Album of the Week playlist. The short link to that is nichecast.com/AOTW 2016. nichecast.com/AOTW 2016. Yeah, it's there with most of our other albums of the weeks. There was a few that have not been, or are not on Spotify, like Far's Tin Cans with Strings to You, and we had 2 Tool albums, and there's just, actually music that is not on Spotify, believe it or not. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? Just like there's some songs that are not on SoundCloud or YouTube, but we're trying tonight for this listener-controlled radio. We are. Yay for pre-recording bits. Yay. But we're going to get right back to the live listener-controlled radio jams here on the Nichecast on Radio Xenu. Yeah, baby. If you're confused about the listener-controlled radio thing, just hop in, talk to us. We'll walk you through it. Or, just go to nichecast.com/LCR. And that has the link to the room. And yeah, this is fun. I love it when I get to sit back and you spin the tunes. Yeah, baby. Album of the week. Make sure to check out Saturday Night Wrist by the Deftones at some point this week.
Album of the week.
The album of the week.
My album of the week.
Album of the week.
Album of the week. The album of the week.
Album of the week.
The Nichecast.
Album of the week.
The album of the week.
Alright, let's see what's next. By the way. I'm Niche. You can find me on Twitter at Nichecast, Facebook.com/Nichecast. I'm Nichecast on Instagram and Snapchat. Yeah, the show is the Nichecast. Every Wednesday from 7 to midnight right here on Radio Xenu. Yeah, baby. Listener-controlled radio. Resuming.
Listener-controlled radio.